like this, and I don't like this.
Well, I was gonna show, that's a couple of things that I wanted
You
to.
think I should put some dock in there and go back over it?
No, I think we're gonna have to, let's, it's too mushroom shaped. We gotta break up that shape a little bit. Don't you think? Let me tell you.
To me, it just looks flat. You know what I mean? It doesn't have any depth to it.
What are you talking about?
This.
Well, hold on a minute, let me see.
It's not necessarily all that flat.
No.
Beneath it, I think could use a little contrast between the trunk and the back, you know, seems to me.
See, this one is this way, and this one is the same. It needs to break in there a little bit, here and there. Oh, there, baby. Oh no, that's purple.
And I want to learn how to play the piano.
Pretty, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it amazes me the things that have been invented over time and the skills that, I mean, when you study history, the Bronze Age was just like 4,000 years ago. They had just discovered how to work metal, period. You know? And we've gone from working metal to traveling to other planets, you know, in 4,000 years. And the artwork that they did over 2,000 years ago was just absolutely fabulous, amazing. I don't know how long the piano's been invented, but it's been invented for quite a few
I
years.
think it was the, before the piano, it was the harpsichord.
Yeah,
It looked like a piano, but it was,
upright. Are you talking about you're not talking about the harp, are you?
No.
The harpsichord that they played on at the Addams Family.
instead of like.
It's like a
instead of-
piano
It's
only.
like, it looks like a piano, but instead of striking the chord, it plucked the chord. So that's why it kind of sounds more like a harp.
Yeah. Because a harp is built kind of like a piano in a way, you know, with the length of the strings and all.
Yeah.
Don't you think breaking them up a little is good?
Yes. We've got to learn not to make them so solid.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's a little bit more challenging while you're doing it to see it too, because when you're doing it, somehow it looks okay.
Well, you back up. And that's the point of backing up and looking. That helps. I guarantee they didn't get up and trim no trees here. Don't you think?
Right.
I'm gonna go tell her. I just love to hear you speaking on the PA. Would you slow down just a little so we can understand what you're saying?
She doesn't want you to, you're not who has to understand it.
Bobby's niece put this little video on her Facebook page. I
Yeah.
don't know where she got it from. But it was the, these, this guy and two girls, right? And the caption for it was, "This should be McDonald's new commercial." And what they did was, he pulls up to a McDonald's, and some guy gets out of the car and he's videotaping, and he says, "Can you hear me all right?" Yeah. And the girl says, "Yes." It's because I got a complicated order. And he starts singing his order. And two girls in the back, like backup singers, singing harmony, you know. So he sings his whole order. He wants a number 6, and he wants only mustard and mayonnaise, and the girls in the back stick their head out and say, "And don't forget the cheese." And they're really good singers, you know.
Yeah.
And then he says he's got a sweet tooth and he wants a McFlurry. He says, "I got a McFlurry." Anyway, that's what he wants. So when he gets through singing, he said, "Did you get that? I don't want to." Oh, he's singing. He said, "I hope you got that. I don't want to have to sing it again or something." And the girl read off the order. So then he pulls up to the window, you know, and they're filming the guy, and who's handing in the food, and I said, "This is really serious. This is, it's really good." You would think, you know, the way he was singing and harmonizing, that they would have not really been listening to what he was saying. I wouldn't be surprised if McDonald's sees it and makes it their commercial. Pays them for it. When I hear this old Christmas music, it makes me think of when I was a kid.
Does it?
Yeah. Like Frank Sinatra.
Yeah. Have to be older than that to make me think of when I was a kid. My mother used to sing, something about Nellie wants a pair of skates. Somebody wants a dolly. Nellie wants a pair of skates. She thinks dolls are folly, and all of that. And then I hadn't heard that since I was a kid, and then they came out with it a few years ago and started singing it.
That looks so much better.
Good.
This is little birds that I little tufted titmouse. They're just a little bird.
Yeah,
Got kind of a grey little
Yeah.
thing, you know, sticks out just a little. And they're funny little birds because they run up the side of the tree.
really?
Yeah, they run. You know how a woodpecker does?
Yeah,
That's what they do too.
I'll say.
I was watching them this morning. I see them little birds. I could get my binoculars on.
I really didn't even know we had any of those down here.
Yeah. Chickadees, tufted titmouse, what was the other one? Phoebes. Little phoebes. I put some suet.
Somewhat.
Suet?
Did you?
Yeah.
Where'd you get it? What did
At
you?
Kroger.
Huh?
It's for birds. It's
Yeah.
got seed in it. Yeah, it's over there in the pet aisle.
And it has seeds in it?
Yeah.
You push fresh seeds in it?
Yeah, you put it, before you put it in, you buy these little cages
Yeah.
and you hang it up, you know. You have to put it in the freezer first because it's soft and then, you know, otherwise you
Yeah.
all mushy in your hands. And they've been eating it. In fact, I saw the tufted titmouse.
I love it, I imagine.
Yeah, especially when it gets cold,
Yeah.
they need that. We did pretty good on that pictures.
Huh?
I think we did pretty good on those.
Yeah. Yeah, we made us one of our own, didn't we?
Yeah, totally changed it up, didn't they? I was reading today online where this woman, I forget where it was. Well, the police was offering this buyback program for guns, right?
Yeah.
So she had this gun that her father had left her.
She traded it in?
She went to trade it in, right, for a $50 Walmart card. And it was from World War II.
So they
It was a
told her she
German-
shouldn't do that?
It was, yes, they said it was worth like thousands of dollars. She was going to trade it in for a $50 Walmart card.
Stupid woman.
And they see if they took the gun from them, they would have had to melt it down.
Yeah.
So it just so happened, you know, that this police officer was a gun expert, and he told her that you don't want to turn this in. It's an antique. It was a German. It
Ruger.
was like an automatic or something. It was
Oh.
like a machine gun.
Oh.
She just
What
thought it
the-
was a piece of junk, you know. Almost traded it in for a $50 Walmart.
Yeah.
You watch the Antique Roadshow?
You know,
No.
I did watch that a time or two before I stopped watching TV. I used to watch that. It's on Channel 8.
Right.
Yeah.
There's people, you know, they oh, I got this doll, it used to belong to my mother, and they say, oh, it's worth $50,000. Why can't I find something like that?
Surprised them to death, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take some vitamin C tonight, I think. I feel like I'm catching a head cold or something.
Oh, man.
There's
Well,
that.
you want to head it out as quick as you
This
can.
is vitamin C you take, you drink it, mix it with, I'm trying to think what it's called. Comes in little packets, it's really good.
Oh, flu?
No, it's a vitamin C. But it's,
Oh, see, I want to say super seed, but that's not right.
no. There's a vitamin B I used to buy. Super B.
Yeah.
It's a liquid you put under your tongue.
Oh, no, this is a packet of powder.
Yeah, it's 2 boxes of us.
I think I got too cold last night. I was sitting there in my room. I can't tell, I can't judge temperature anymore. It's like my feet don't really, I'm not aware of necessarily what's
Well,
going on.
diabetic, I can't tell when I run the hot water, you know, to let it get hot. And in the first place, when it starts running on my feet and it's cold, it doesn't bother me a damn. And then when it starts getting hot, I have to be careful and not let it get too hot.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why these sandals don't bother me.
Yeah, might be.
But these socks are pretty cool. I mean, they're pretty warm, but they're really not the real thermal socks that I've got.
No, they're a blend, they're wool blend.
Oh man.
That doesn't look like grass from back there very much. It looks like, I thought it was just color in the bottom, you know? Mama, give that house some kind of a rim light or something. Do something to snap it. I can't even rim light, the sun's over here.
Just do it anyway.
Huh?
Just do it anyway. Take artistic liberty. There could be light sneaking in from somewhere, you know. Well, not too much on that side. I'd even sneak a little bit down the back side.
Here.
Yeah. Don't get carried away with it. Be real careful with it.
You wonder who's a student, who's a teacher.
He's a photographer, so he thinks that lets him tell me what to do.
Yesterday I bought 2 gift cards from Kroger.
Yeah.
One for my daughter, one for my son-in-law. $100 each. At 800 points.
What does that mean?
For fuel points.
Oh, really? That's great, huh?
Because if you buy gift cards from Kroger, you get fuel points. And sometimes in a year you get 4 times the fuel points. And the other time it's 2 times the fuel points. So if you're going to go someplace to eat, run in Kroger and buy your gift card. If you use Kroger gasoline,
Yeah.
you know, like McDonald's, you get points for McDonald's gift cards, run into it.
And I eat there for breakfast every morning.
Oh, you can,
Go in there and get fuel points, huh?
yeah, buy your gift card, scan your Kroger card. You got a Kroger card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody's got a Kroger card. In fact, like all stores got those little cards in them. But when I really messed up big time, I went to Kohl's Christmas shopping. I should have gone by Kroger and bought some Kohl cards, because then I would have gotten fuel points. And then I saved.
Aquí?
Hey, how are you?
Aquí? Here?
Yes.
Yeah, you could set it over
Okay.
somewhere. That's good.
Okay.
Anything I know about my dad, mostly I've heard from my brother. Because before my brother,
All right.
So I spent $343 in Kohl's. They gave me a Kohl's cash, $60 Kohl's cash. When you offer me the next purchase.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
If I'd used my Kohl's credit card, they would have given me an extra 10 to 15% off of my purchase.
Really?
Yeah, I love Kohl's. So Sunday, Bobby took the $60, went over there and bought 3 sweaters. One for my daughter, one for his daughter, and one for his granddaughter. They're all the same, but
What?
You see the way you did this one?
How?
You don't see the rim light?
On the front of the house?
Well, do wherever it's at.
It's not a rim light, it's, on the roof.
anyway, the sweaters were regularly $48 over 50% off.
Huh.
So basically you got them free.
I'll say.
That's $60.
Yeah.
$60. You spend $100 and they give you $20 Kohl's cash. You can imagine somebody huddled by the fire in a rocking chair.
Yeah. You know, I think that window in the front of the house and that door in the front of the house would actually be causing a little bit of a rim light up underneath the eave or the edge of the roof, the edge of the porch roof there, you know, along the front. Maybe not the full length of it, but a little bit here somewhere. Just sort of like a little rim on the edge of the. I don't think it did so good. I would have made it a lot lighter. Wouldn't have made it near the same density, the same brightness. See something like that. It would have also made it more. I don't understand it needing to be such little patchwork. Because when light shines out, it shines out in a.
Well, that's ragged up there.
Oh, okay. What Thomas Kincaid does is he takes a lot of liberty with his lighting. When you look at a Thomas Kincaid print, his lighting is almost surreal. You know, it's not even close to reality. It is in some ways because it's really there, but it's not in other ways because it doesn't really show up as intensely as he makes it. You know, but makes a nice pic. You know, it looks good on the picture. And that's why he called himself the Master of Light. And that's why people like the real artists, like Dalhart Winberg and people like that, were like, yeah, you know, right, whatever. Which he kind of sort of took it personal that they never acknowledged him as the Master of Light.
Well, you know,
They could all do light as good as he could.
And they can blow him away.
I mean, all these pictures you see in the galleries, he didn't do those. People did them.
Really?
We had people, you know, each person had a different color they painted on there.
Huh.
So we had a thing about it.
I've thought about that time and again. I thought that'd be our next, go to Mexico or someplace like that, you know, and just put together a team.
You know, the old masters had
Apprentice.
apprentice that worked with them, and they had one that could do skies better, and the next one could do trees better. They had stuff
You know, they
like,
found another copy of the Mona Lisa done by a student.
really.
Yeah. Did you see that?
No.
And the background is different. He did it, you know, how in the background of the original Mona Lisa is kind of dark. Or the student did it with more light in the background, you know.
Really.
Putting on my jacket helped a lot.
Yeah. Well, Ricky, you must not be feeling well.
It caught me off guard last night. It got so cold. And my room got cold. By the time I realized what was going on, I was like, good grief, man.
It's cold in here.
Yeah. Checked to see what the temperature was. It was like in the 40s outside. And I'm like, good Lord.
You know, the house we lived in when I was a kid, we didn't have any heating. So we had a fireplace in the living room.
That's what Papa had, my grandpa had too.
There was like there was like little vents in my bedroom and in my mom's bedroom. Where
That just
he's
kind of
supposed-
helped your room to heat a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean it's not really. I mean it's supposed to come up through the chimney. My brother's room, nothing.
Poor guy.
Nothing.
Boy, my brothers, when I would start to go to bed, Mother had smoothing irons, and she set them in front of towels, that's right. I turned chair backs, kitchen chairs, with the back to the fireplace and hung towels over the back. And when I started to go to bed, then they were good and warm. So I went and wrapped my brother's feet in them. 2 brothers.
We had hot water bottles.
Well, I didn't have hot water bottles. I just had the towels. And I didn't have any sisters, nobody, you know.
Hey Mom, when you get a chance on that cabin on the back, far right at the back,
Yeah,
on the down side, on that wall going down,
yeah.
you need to tone that down.
I kind of like it,
Do you?
yeah.
Well, okay. Then leave
But
it.
I'm not looking from a distance.
Looks better already. That's a lot better.
Is that enough?
It helps a bunch.
I don't know if that means it's enough.
Well, the whole side wall could actually use a little up. You know, it's kind of peculiar the way it lights all the way up in there to the roof.
Well, that's,
Am I messing it up, Roz? I'll leave her alone. I like it a whole bunch better now.
she's glad. Do you see how got all of these the same under there? You gotta break that shape. It's repeating it over like that is no good.
Music make you sleepy.
Hmm?
Music,
Oh, yeah.
too relaxing. I don't know if that kind of music make people buy more stuff or not. Remember when grocery stores used to have radio stations playing?
Yeah.
And you'd be shopping and they'd be advertising the opposition. Shopping at Kroger and they'd be advertising Safeway.
Yeah. And they play country music in every one of them nearly.
Yeah. No, they have their own radio stations. It's just kind of like party music.
Another thing you can do with your artistic license is you can ignore reality sometimes and just vignette the picture, you know, just for the sake of.
And yet what?
Well,
Here?
your make sure that your composition has got lighting that balances
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about be careful about on the right hand side getting too strong on the right hand of the picture, the painting, the whole entire painting.
What are you telling me?
It looks okay here, it looks good, but it still seems interesting that this is so bright over here. But it works, you know, it balances with that dark in front of it. I guess that's what it is when that dark gets in front of it, it helps set it back.
Yeah, I put hers dark like that, bright like that, but she toned it down.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Well, you got some kind of really almost a silhouette here of foliage in front of it, yeah.
Give me some olive green.
First one. If I can get it open.
Let me see that again. You got no pliers, huh? I got some pliers right here.
I don't know what I did with mine. Probably used them for something, never put them back.
I'm kind of green at this, so.
Oh, not too much.
See, I didn't want to hear nothing like that. Yeah, I think I could paint, actually I think I could paint Thomas Kincaid a lot easier than I could paint Dalhart Winberg. I think Dalhart Winberg is really good.
He puts all those little hidden animals in there all over the place, you know, like fish, and you gotta look for them.
But his presentation looks more real. And it just looks, you know, and the I don't know the words I'm looking for now, but his technique is more like fine art. It seems like who's the other guy I was just talking about?
Winberg,
Thomas Kincaid seems more like an illustration in a sense, you know. Now some of his stuff is really beautiful.
Well, the last time, you know, he's got that gallery down there in Kima,
yeah.
and I didn't like what they were showing because it was all Walt Disney stuff.
Yeah.
Have you seen those?
No.
It's
I
just,
saw a good bit of it. He had a contract with Walt Disney to do some stuff.
yeah.
I understand.
Mickey Mouse in there. What the heck is this?
He did Peter Pan.
Don't get too big with it, Mama.
All right, Ricky.
Well, once again, look at this.
Yeah. don't you lean that up on a little easel or something? Or against your, put your box up there and lean it against it.
All right. Never on the easel out. Oh, I see it now.
Well,
It looks good. It looks good like it is. It works. I like the way it makes that trunk pop out too, you know?
yeah.
That trunk being kind of medium and then that silhouette and then back behind it that bright, it just gives it a lot of depth, you know? I love the way that. That's that vignette effect I was kind of talking about, and I didn't really realize how to. I was just thinking about just toning it down, you know. But I actually like it
Silhouette,
better.
you mean?
Well, but without the foliage in the foreground, I was trying to think about how to control that lighting in the background without using foliage in the foreground to do the job.
I saw on the cover of one of those magazines that Kate is supposed to be having twins,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen any place else. I would think that it would be on
But who's having twins?
Kate.
The prince's wife. Prince of England's wife. What's his name? William?
Oh, okay.
But I think, you know, I haven't seen it on the line. I haven't, you know, I haven't heard it on the news. So usually I'm ready to believe something like that unless you see it on the.
Well, I bet it's, I don't know. Is it on one of the rag sheets, you mean?
Well, it's a magazine, but I think it's more like a gossip. It's not the, you know, like Inquirer or the Globe. I think it's
Or People's?
Us or something. Us.
What? Us? Us is a pretty good magazine.
Anyway, that was. I don't know.
That looks good. Hey, this area back in here, these tree trunks
Yeah.
and that in the background behind them, this you got a little bit. Your tree trunks are better defined here or something.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't do these.
Okay.
I'll do them.
Well, in the process of helping Roz do her
Help her
painting
a lot,
and
huh?
also help her understand what the deal is. See, that already helped, just that alone right there. Made it go wham, just like that. That looks good. That looks good. I'd leave it alone.
Yeah, well, I want to get rid of a little bit of her trunk down here. All right. Roz, don't make everything so thick. Skinny them up, you know?
But plus the contrast. You see what happened with the contrast, Roz?
All right. You're gonna fix this. You're gonna fix both of them, right?
What's that? The lights on?
Gray.
Yeah.
And then we may have to kind of touch up some of this when you finish. Okay. Well, you gonna start something else?
Not tonight, huh?
Why not? It's just 7 o'clock.
Is it? Well, that clock's
Oh
not.
no, it's 8. It's 8 o'clock. That the handles, the
What are we
hands are
talking
not
about?
right. Ooh, look at this. Wow, that's
What is that book?
Bob Ross.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like it.
There's another surreal colors. What was that? That's pretty.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we sure change that one if you pick it.
Is that the one we started with?
No.
No, sure the one we started with.
I think I've got a Bob Ross DVD set.
That's kind of nice.